Hi everyone, welcome back to the FPL Duo. This is the FPL team selection for double game week 26. So for the team selection, we're just going to be showing our teams, what we're selecting, what players we're going with, our chip strategies, who we're captaining, who we're vice captaining, all of that to come. So yeah, should be a good one. We'll get into it in a bit, and I'll let Jordan start off with his team. But yeah, just to ask you, Jordan, how you been? Hope everything's good.
Yeah, everything's very
man?
good. It's been very chaotic, especially at work, because obviously the Storm Eunice has taken its toll across the UK.
Yeah, this
The
storm
strong
is
winds.
crazy, man.
It's absolutely madness.
My back garden, my fences, 2 panels have been broken today. So
Ooh. Yeah,
that's
my
one of those.
greenhouse door smashed.
Yeah,
we
man.
no longer have a door on it.
Yeah, I need to get a fence done for my back garden, but yeah, so not been a good one. And I plus just came out. I've been out all day, so I missed the announcement for the double game week 28, I believe.
Yeah, it's been
And
28
29, is
and
it?
29.
Yeah, so we'll get onto that in a bit as well, because I'm still getting into the announcement because I was out when it happened. So yeah, first of all, we're going to speak about double game week 26 team selection. Got FPL Penguin who's joined the stream. Says hi lads.
Hey Penguin, how you doing?
Yeah, I hope you're well, mate.
Yeah,
Hope you're well.
Good to see you.
Yeah. So let's get into our team. So Jordan, this is your team on the screen. For double game week 26. I'll let you speak about it. Let us know what you're doing, your chip strategy, and the way you're going to navigate this game week. Start off with the goalie, I'd say.
Okay, so with this team selection, this is based purely on the free hit chip. So if you may think it's confusing from what my current team was beforehand, it's only because this is a free hit selection that I will take on.
So just to confirm, you are taking a free hit this week. You're using your final free hit chip for this game week.
Yeah, I'll be using my final free hit chip. I already used my other one, so this will be my last one to use up. So to begin with, we have Aaron Ramsdale in goal, who is Arsenal goalkeeper, and they have Brentford home and Wolves home. Now, for Arsenal to have 2 home fixtures as well is a great thing for Arsenal, especially because also Liverpool and Arsenal are the only 2 teams that have 2 home fixtures. So it is favourable for those 2 teams to have like triple up on players. So Ramsdale was my first one because obviously he's nailed to start. Obviously, he's the main goalkeeper for Arsenal now. So unless he gets injured, he's a definite starter and he's a definite recommendation to have.
Yeah, I think he is the best. I think he's the best goalie for this double game week 26.
Yeah, he'll be the strongest contender for that position, the goalkeeper. And moving on to my defence, so we have Tierney for Arsenal, which, I mean, he's a good pick for this double game week. He's definitely nailed to play, I would say. And he's very cheap as well. He's only 5.1 mil currently, his value. And either him or Gabriel is a really good option to have. But I've gone for Tierney just because I just prefer Tierney in Arsenal.
Yeah, fair enough.
But you could go either way, I suppose it's your choice. But I've chosen Tierney for my selection. Next, we have Robertson. Now, this was a change because we did hear that Jota is going to be ruled out of the double game week, and both of them actually double game week fixtures until possibly when they Liverpool have FA Cup match, I believe. But even that is a doubt for Jota because his injury came off worse than expected it to be. So
yeah, Jota's injury, it looks like Jota will be missing potentially both the games. So I see why you've gone with a double Liverpool defense at the back. I think it could be a good one, a very good differential. There's not many managers that have both.
Yeah, it's true. And also Robertson's a very good pick. He did very well when Salah was off on AFCON. Like he got a lot of assists, a lot of opportunities as well to deliver, and it's been really beneficial for Robertson. I believe he can still be a great pick for this double game week too, despite Salah's back in the team now. But
yeah, good clean sheet potential as well, isn't he?
Yeah, he's good clean sheet potential and possible assist as well. But you could also go for Van Dijk because Van Dijk's a bit more cheaper than Robertson if you wanted to go for value for money. But yeah, that is my pick. Next, we have Alexander Trent, who obviously, again, same reason as Robertson. 2 defenders for this double game week is preferred now that Jota is ruled out. And obviously Norwich home and Leeds home, again, 2 favourable fixtures for Liverpool at Anfield Stadium. You don't want to miss that opportunity for the triple Liverpool, especially having Robertson or Alexander Trent in it too. So moving on to the packed midfield, we have 5 midfielders that I picked. So starting off with, we have Jared Bowen for West Ham. Now he is one of my 2 who have a single game week fixture. So he has Newcastle home. Now the reason why I've kept Bowen in and not got a double game week player is because of the way Bowen's performances have been going in the past few matches. He has been very on form, and also Newcastle have a little setback from Trippier, who has an injury. Now this might be a very beneficial thing for West Ham, knowing that Trippier is not going to play because he has been very good. Yeah, he's been very good for Newcastle as the new signing. So it's a big blow for them, but it's a huge boost for West Ham, especially for Bowen, who I think will get a good return in that match. So hopefully, that pays off, having a single game week player. Moving on to man of the moment, Salah. Big talking point in this double game week, obviously for the triple captaincy chip. And yeah, basically there's no brainer with this. You got to have Salah in your team, and you got to captain him. Whether or not you're triple captaining him, you still got to captain him for that double game week because of obviously Norwich home and Leeds home. If you don't, it may cost you.
Yeah, plus with Jota now being injured, you expect Salah to probably get more chances, probably be more of the main man where Liverpool are looking to get the goals from because of Jota's injury.
Yeah, absolutely. It's favourable now. Okay, so moving on to my second single game week player is Coutinho, who has Watford home. Now, personally, I do like Coutinho. When he did play for Liverpool as well, I loved how he played in the team, and I do like how he's playing for Aston Villa. Now, he's newly signed a club. And also because Watford as well are in a very big pickle. Like their team is very discombobulated, I would say, like Man United is at the moment. So Watford are in a rough patch, especially with the manager sacked, and now a new manager, Roy Hodgson, is the new appointed. He's got a lot of work to do for Watford, but it is going to take time for them to readjust as well. Because obviously a new manager, you got all these players, you got to have a start from scratch, let's say. But it's a strong fixture for Aston Villa, especially for Coutinho, who I think will be very good in that game.
Yeah, it could.
I see very promising results from him. Yeah. Okay, so moving on to my 4th midfielder, we have Saka, who is my vice captaincy option in case anything happens to Salah. Obviously, Saka is Arsenal player, so he has Brentford home and Wolves home. Again, it's a great choice because Martinelli is ruled out of the double game week due to the red card he picked up. So Saka is now the main priority choice, I would say, for a midfielder for Arsenal. I think a lot of people will be bringing in Saka due to Martinelli's miss of the double game week. So
yeah,
we expect a lot of promising things from Saka in the double game week. But
yeah, I think he is. I think he is the pick of the Arsenal attackers. Out of all the Arsenal attackers, Saka's probably the main one I'd look to target. Lacazette is a decent punt, I think, but I prefer Saka over any other Arsenal attacker, I think, for double game week 26.
Yeah, I agree. I would prefer Saka over Lacazette, just purely on his performances he's had in his previous matches.
Yeah.
And finally, my 5th midfielder is Maxwell Courney for Burnley, who has Brighton away and Tottenham home. Now, this is only purely because of Weghorst's injury that he has. it was a bit of a panic. Well, not a panic, but a little hesitation, let's say.
Oh, okay. So you wasn't going to get Courney in?
I wasn't going to get Cornet. I was going to get Rafinha in, but when I overlooked the fixtures that Rafinha has, Liverpool and Man United, I thought I don't really want to bring Rafinha in just because of how Leeds are performing at the moment. And obviously,
that's fair enough.
Yeah. But with Burnley's matches, Brighton away and Tottenham home, I don't expect it to be a win for Burnley, but I do expect them to put up a good fight against those two teams. Because obviously with Weghorst as well, it's a big booster for Burnley, the new signing.
Yeah, he's back, so I'm going to probably get Weghorst in as well, just leaking some early team news for my team. But yeah, I think Weghorst is definitely a decent pick for 26.
Yeah, it's both of them up front is really good. They really work well together. Like Cornet passes it into Weghorst if he can, or if Weghorst is on the attack, he will look for Cornet and so forth. They both work very well together, and
yeah,
I do believe that having two Burnley players is good to have in this double game week for me personally. I'd rather have Cornet instead of Rafinha. As crazy as that sounds, I know Rafinha is a well-talented player. It's just I don't favour Leeds overall. I do like Rafinha, but Leeds as a team at the moment are a bit...
Yeah, the fixtures, Man United and Liverpool.
The fixtures are a bit off-putting for, I believe, them. There will be a struggle.
Okay.
But yeah, finally, moving on to the forwards, we have Weghorst, who hopefully will play, and his injury is minor and won't affect him at all in the two fixtures. But yeah, he is a good pick for, obviously, Burnley. He is a great attacker who's newly signed with Burnley. He's been very encouraging to see how he's played. He has had missed chances that he could have scored, but I do think he will finally get a goal. He's already got one assist already, but we will hope to see promising results from him in the Brighton and Tottenham game.
Okay. And then you've also got, I see Harry Kane in there as well.
Yeah, finally Harry Kane. It's a bit of a... There's no other really choice, I'd say, to go for, and Harry Kane is probably the... Purely for talent as well, his performances, I'll say, in the latest part of this season have been improved rather than the earlier part. I mean, they have Man City away, which is a tough fixture, obviously, for Tottenham. As the way they've been playing, they've lost back-to-back fixtures.
Oh, 3 in a row they've lost.
Oh, 3 in a row.
Yeah, so this will potentially be a fourth loss in a row for Spurs.
We hope they can turn the tide, or Conte can turn the tide with that bad run of fixtures that they've had. But obviously, after Man City, it does get better with Burnley away. Now, it is a bit better for Tottenham. It shouldn't be really a struggle, I would say, for Tottenham, but we never know with Tottenham because they have been up and down with the matches they've had. But yeah, that hopefully Kane will save the day, even that with Son as well.
Yeah.
On my team bench, I have Ben Foster as my goalkeeper, Broha for Southampton forward, Kilman, who's a Wolves defender, and Ait-Nouri, who's also a Wolves defender.
Okay, so just to confirm, you are playing the free hit chip. Those are the 11 players you've gone on your free hit. Some interesting decisions. Obviously, you've chosen to go double Liverpool defense. You've also chosen Coutinho and Bowen as single game week players. You've also gone double Burnley attack with Cornet and Weghorst. And you've also gone Kane over Son. So interesting picks there. So you've got some comments here coming in from SK. He says, no City. Does that worry you that you don't have any Man City players in your team when they're playing? Who are Man City playing again? They've got a good fixture, I know, though. But single game week.
Yeah,
does that worry you having no City?
I don't really think it worries me because it's obviously a double game week. However, majority of my players are double game week players, and for City to do better than them is possible, but I'm not too worried that they'll do too well.
Yeah, because City have Spurs, of course. So how can I forget that? City play Spurs, so
it could be a tight game. It could be 1-0, 1-1.
Yeah,
but I don't expect them to haul in that game because obviously top teams are really grindy in terms of a stalemate sort of the way they play.
Yeah, fair enough. I think I'm going with one Man City player. I will come onto my team. He also says, SK says, Courney less attractive for me now, has been shifted out to the left mid with J. Rodriguez starting. What you make of that?
I mean, yeah, I get that. I do get that. He's less attractive because he's been shifted.
Still think Courney's a decent option. I mean, price wise, but
yeah, overall for Burnley, he has, I think, got 5 goals for Burnley. He's the top goal scorer for them as well.
Yeah.
And despite his position being moved and for him starting, I still think he's a good pick. Nonetheless, overall, I mean, if you could think of another player besides Rafinha to put as my 5th midfielder, I would happily love to hear.
Yeah, anyone in the chat, let us know who you're going with, what players you think is, good options. And also, just a quick housekeeping, please drop a like on the stream and also subscribe if you're new to our channel. It really supports us and just motivates us to keep going for you guys and make these videos. So yeah, drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. So we've got another comment here from Mahdi E. He says, how many hits did you take? Well, Jordan, this is his team up on the screen. He won't be taking a hit. Yeah, he's using his free hit chip. I'm going to be taking some hits, and I will go on to how many I'm taking. It could be. I think a lot of FPL managers are going to take free hits this week. I've seen people talk about -8s, -12s, even -16s. I've seen it, on Twitter. So it's going to be a mad week, I think.
They'll have to do really well with those hits.
Yeah, so that's your team on the screen. Let's move on to my team now, and I'll explain what my plans are and thoughts for my team for this week. So this is my team on the screen, as you can see. I've got Ramsdale in goal. I think Ramsdale is the best goalie to go with for double game week 26. 2 home fixtures against Brentford and Wolves, which you can see them at least keep a clean sheet in one of them. In my back 3, I've gone Trent. I think he's a no-brainer. Norwich and Leeds at home. I think he also is a good captain option. If you're feeling a bit risky, maybe a triple captain option. Then I've gone Cancelo at the back. Single game week player against Spurs. I won't be using my free hit. This is my team with a -12. So as of now, sorry, not a -12, -8. So I'm using my free transfer plus 2 transfers. So I'm taking a -8. And what I'm doing is I'm taking out Diego Jota. So I'm doing Jota to Son. I'm doing Ollie Watkins to Weghorst. And I'm doing... Who's the other midfielder I had? I'm bringing in Saka for... Was it Saka for someone else? I was bringing in. Who was I bringing in, Jordan? I just off the top, because obviously I've actually... Who did I forgot who I took out.
Was it...
I'm just checking now.
Was it Rafinha? Did you have Rafinha?
No, I never had Rafinha in my team. I had... I'm just checking now. Oh, Fernandes. How can I forget?
Oh.
So I'm taking out Bruno Fernandes for Son, right? I'm taking out Diego Jota for Saka, and I'm taking out Ollie Watkins for Weghorst. So those are my 3 transfers, and that's a -8. So going back to my team in the defense, I've got Cancelo as a single game week player. I've also got Mark Guehi, double game week against Chelsea and Watford. I think he's a decent pick. I'm looking at that Watford fixture. Hopefully he can get a clean sheet in that game. But I did bring him in last week with the view to this week. So I think my defense looks okay. I'm quite happy with that. In the midfield 4, I've got Bowen, single game week player against Newcastle. I think he is one of the better single game week players. I've also decided to bring in Son. I think Man City fixture doesn't look great, but he's one on the counter attack. If Man City were to concede a goal, then I think Son is more likely to get a goal out of any Spurs player, and I include Kane in that. I think I prefer Son over Kane just for this week, but I think it's a close one. As you can see, Salah is in my team. I've held him on for weeks, and I will be triple captaining him. I am going Salah triple captain. I know a lot of people are going to do the same. I think it's the most obvious thing. So no brainer for me don't think about it, guys. Don't dwell on it. I think just slap the triple captain on Salah and you'll be fine. I don't think there's too much to think about on that one. The next midfielder is Saka. I bought him in for Diego Jota. I would have left Jota in my team if I knew he wasn't injured. But because of the injury, it's changed my plans quite drastically, I'd say. So I think Saka has to come in. Saka against Brentford and Wolves, 2 very good fixtures. Yeah, I am looking forward to having Saka in my team for this week because I do think he can get a goal or two. A goal or an assist. So I do believe he's probably the best attacking option at Arsenal for this week. So that's my midfield completed with the Salah as the triple captain. And then up front, I've took out Ollie Watkins. Ollie Watkins has been very frustrating as an FPL manager, holding him for a couple of weeks now. He hasn't scored anything, no points really. And holding him has been very frustrating. So I'm very glad to have Ollie Watkins out my team. And knowing me, he'll go and score a hat-trick or something on the weekend. But I think Weghorst is a great pick. He's fit to play, as Sean Dykes confirmed in the press conference. He plays Brighton away, and then he also has Tottenham at home. And then he also has a double game week in 27, which is the reason I'm bringing him in. 2 double game weeks in a row. I can't turn that down. So that is why Weghorst is definitely coming into my team. Antonio is a player reluctantly I'm holding on to. I don't really want Antonio in my team, but because I have other fish to fry, I don't really want to take another hit. I'm already taking a -8. I don't want to take a -12 to bring out Antonio. So I'm going to leave him in for 1 more week, I think, and then see how he does against Newcastle. It's a decent fixture for him, on paper, Newcastle at home. And I'm hoping he can get a return. But, he hasn't been playing well lately. So let's see. I'm not too confident on that Antonio returning, but we'll see. And then my final player on the attack to complete my team is Dennis. Aston Villa away and then Palace at home. Watford haven't been playing great, lately, but he's one I've held on to for a few weeks. So I'm going to give him another chance. Hopefully he can return me some points. And yeah, that is my team. So I've got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 8 double game week players. I think that is enough. That allows me to get in 8 with a -8. So I'm quite happy with my team. I haven't took a huge amount of hits, I don't think. I also have both my free hits left. So I can get to this team with a -8. Let us know in the comments, guys. Drop a chat. Let me know what you think of my team. Do you think this team is good? No, I've only took a -8 to get to it. Let me know your thoughts. Is there anyone else I should be considering bringing in instead of the players I've chosen? So I've chosen to bring in Weghorst, Son, and Saka. Is there anyone else you'd prefer? Let me know in the comments below. We do have some. He says, obviously, how many hits? -8. Potentially, that's what I'm willing to take. He says free hit might be better for game week 30, I think. Also, I think game week 36 as well, I think might be another chance to use a free hit. So I'm just saving my free hit because I don't think I need it this week. But let's see how it goes. Got another comment from SK. He says maybe consider Zaha instead of Courney if you have spare funds.
Yeah, the only problem I have with Crystal Palace forwards is the rotation that the manager does. Because obviously Edouard in his double game week, he missed the first game against Norwich, and he went on 80 minutes. So he only played 10 minutes of that game, and then played the next game with 90 minutes. But it's not a certainty that Zaha will play both games at Chelsea and Watford. So that's the only reason why I haven't picked a Crystal Palace attacker for that reason. I'd rather pick a nailed player than a player that might not play.
Okay. Now, I was going to say I think Zaha is a bit more nailed than Elise and Edouard and Benteke, because I think he is the more preferred player that plays, and then the other guys rotate around him. But Zaha is a decent option. I probably prefer Courney, Plus, you get Courney. Obviously, you're the free hit team, so next week is a double game week as well. So longer term, maybe Courney. But yeah, I hear that, SK. I think Zaha is a decent pick, and I don't think he is as much of a rotation risk as his other teammates.
I would have spare funds for Zaha, but it is one I would think about though. Thank you, SK, for recommending that one.
Yeah, so let us know your chip strategy too, guys. Like, obviously, I'm using triple captain. Jordan's going with the free hit. We're both going two different ways. I think there is a lot of ways you can play this week. But yeah, what's your general thoughts on my team, Jordan? As I've got eight double gaming players with a -8 taken.
The only thing I don't like, this is only because of how the season's forwards have gone, but having 3 forwards has not really worked out this season. That's the only thing I'm concerned about, especially with Dennis and Antonio.
Yeah,
Antonio has been very tired in these games. He's been fatigued and not getting much from his game time that he's been playing.
Yeah,
and Dennis, obviously, Watford have had a very poor run of fixtures against teams that have just walked all over them.
Yeah,
it seems there's a bit of.
I could do something like Antonio to Lacazette, but do I really want to take a -12? I'm not so sure. I don't think it's worth it. I know Antonio and Dennis haven't been good, but I'm just hoping I can get away because Antonio at home against Newcastle looks decent on paper, and then even Dennis, you hope he can get a goal against Palace or Villa. I'm not holding my breath on the Dennis one, but I'm just kind of hoping I get away with it by having Dennis against. But that's what I'm going with, I think. And
would you be tempted to play Dawson instead of Antonio, just for in case they keep clean sheet?
I always prefer to play the attacking players over defenders. I always choose the attacker over the defender. But yeah, it could be a good option. Dawson did get the clean sheet last week, and he scored. No, sorry, he didn't get the clean sheet. He got a goal on the 2-2 draw they had against Leicester. But yeah, Dawson was a hero for me last week. But I do think, Antonio, I've got to play the attacker. That's the way I usually play. I don't like to play the defensive players.
Yeah, that's fair enough, I guess.
Yeah, so that's it from pretty much my team. I think I'm gonna go with this. I do think I've got the players. I think you have must-haves. I think Salah's a must-have. I think Trent's a must-have. Even Ramsdale, I think you need him in your team. I think Saka's a good option to have. Son or Kane, pick who you like. Weghorst as well, I think could be a good option. And as a single game week goes, I think Bowen is a good player to have in. And I'm hoping Antonio scores. I don't think I can take him out because I can't really justify taking more hits. But let me know in the comments also, guys, how many hits are you taking? Are you taking any hits? Because I feel like this is a week where managers are willing to take multiple hits to get enough double game week players. So yeah, SK here says, I'm also bringing in Saka, but with Martinelli out, I think Smith Rowe will play. Big differential.
That's true.
Yeah, I do agree with that as well. I think Smith Rowe now has a better chance of scoring and also is probably more of a differential because everyone's talking about Saka. Smith Rowe's a bit under the radar. So if you bring Smith Rowe in, he could pay off as a big, higher risk, high reward type move. I don't know what his ownership is right now, but
I think it's like 14%.
Yeah, so it's lower than Saka's, isn't it?
Yeah, just about low. I think Saka's just a little bit higher. He's on 16 when I last checked. So
yeah, also you've got to check their effective ownership as well. But
yeah,
I think Smith Rowe could be a decent pick now that he probably will play. Most likely he'll start both games because of Martinelli. Martinelli only misses one game though. I think he misses Brentford.
Yeah, he's back.
He's back for Wolves. Yeah, he's back for Wolves.
He has had a lot of rest though, Smith Rowe. He hasn't played much minutes.
Yeah, Arsenal haven't played much football at all, has he? Obviously, we will talk about. I think we should talk about a bit of Game Week 28 announcement, or we'll probably do a video on that. I think tomorrow, or not tomorrow, probably Sunday.
Yeah, as soon as we
could just look at a bit of it now, actually.
Yeah, we can give a little teaser for people watching.
Let me bring it up.
People will probably know that from the announcement today.
Let me see the news. Why it signed me out? Bear with me for a sec. All right, I'm in. Whereabouts are we? But yeah, let me just go back to your team. So yeah, I do like your team. Obviously, I haven't really made a comment on your team. I think Coutinho is an interesting one. I don't think Coutinho is going to be in many teams this week. So if he does
Yeah,
get a goal or two, I do think you could be good for your rank. What you reckon?
yeah, I do see him performing really well against Watford. Like he's a very outstanding player. He's still got the talent he had at Liverpool. He hasn't lost it at all. He still looks like he's in
Yeah,
his
obviously
prime.
Coutinho's coming back. He looks like he is, you know, enjoying his football again under Steven Gerrard.
Yeah, it's been very good for Coutinho, especially now he's playing full 90 minutes. At the start, I was a bit unsure whether he was going to play 90-minute football, but it looks more certain now.
Yeah, you got Mr. Snipes with the chat. I hope you're well, mate.
Yeah,
He says you think Laporte starts.
this is the issue because obviously he played in the Champions League match.
Did he play?
I think he did play.
Let me just double check because I didn't watch the City game. I don't think.
I didn't watch the game, but I saw the lineup. I think he did play.
Let me just confirm. City. Laporte did play, but he went off. Laporte went off. Okay, 85th minute. I assume. I'm not sure, because Diaz and Laporte played. Should be fine. But you never know with City, do you?
Yeah, I mean Diaz probably.
Diaz will play.
Yeah, Diaz will most likely
Stones, play. I think Stones will come in.
His possibility.
I have a feeling Stones will probably come in.
Yeah, the Pep rotation now is in full swing.
Yeah, when Champions League comes in, you just don't know with Man City. They've got so many quality players that can mix and match and kind of do what they like. But hopefully, if you do have Laporte, he does start, but he's a bit of a risk. So obviously, guys, we've got announcement today. We've got announcement that double game week 28 and 29 we're getting. So I haven't really even looked into this today because I've been so busy today. I literally just found out about an hour ago. I haven't even looked at what teams really are doubling. I just had a little look. But these are the sides that double in 28. You've got Aston Villa. Can you see that on the screen?
Yeah.
Let me zoom in a bit more. You can see that a bit better. So Aston Villa double against Southampton at home and Leeds away. Leeds double against Leicester and Aston Villa. Newcastle double against Brighton and Southampton. Southampton double against Villa and Newcastle. And Wolves double against Palace and Watford. And Watford double against Arsenal and Wolves. Off the top, just a quick reaction. Is there any team you like the look of for their doubles?
Absolutely. Southampton is the one I really favour to look at. Aston Villa away and Newcastle home. And the player most likely that really shines in that is Broha.
That's forward. A good pick, actually. I forgot about Broha.
Also, Che Adams as well. I think them two are very good picks for that double game week.
Just quickly, I think, I agree. Broya against Villa and Newcastle could be a good one. I think maybe a Wolves defender and 8 Nuri against Palace and Watford. I think Palace and Watford, Wolves do have a potential to get 2 clean sheets in that game. So I do think a Wolves defender for that is quite favourable for me. Maybe an Aston Villa player. I think Coutinho against Southampton and Leeds could be good. We know Leeds, they had that big scoreline game the other day. So I think Coutinho, Luca Dean, Jacob Ramsey.
Yeah.
Even Ollie Watkins, if you haven't lost faith in him already. So there are Aston Villa players I like. I think Southampton, Broya, and then Wolves defence. I think Wolves can keep clean sheets against those teams. I'm not keen on Watford. Arsenal and Wolves, I think, is quite tough.
Yeah, that's the least favourite.
Newcastle, I don't know about them. I think Brighton and Southampton are 2 defensively sound teams. And there's not really any Newcastle players I like. Maybe St. Max, but
maybe
I don't know. Yeah, well, Trippier's injured, so if he's fit, But I'm not really feeling any Newcastle players. But I think Villa, Southampton, and Wolves, I'll probably look to bring in some of their players, but we'll see. This is just a quick reaction, guys. We will have another stream dedicated to Game Week 28 and Game Week 29 closer to time. We'll probably do another stream on Sunday. We will have a deadline stream for you guys tomorrow, so join us on that one for 10 a.m. UK time, where we will lock in our transfers live. Mr. Snipes says, "Are you triple captaining?" I am triple captaining Salah. Jordan isn't. So you're using the free hit, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm using the free hit, but I will put the captain seat on Salah without the triple captain. Obviously, it'll just be a double points for me. But I'll be using the free hit chip for this game week.
Got another comment here from Toby Lang. He says, "Evening, lads. Evening, mate." He says, "Of my single game week players, who should I bench? Cancelo, Laporte, Broja, Bowen, Fernandes." Okay, you've got a very, very big benching headache, I'd say.
Yeah, that is a benching headache.
I think, would you want to bench Fernandes? Because surely you're looking to transfer out some of these players for double gaming players, because you don't want to have, I wouldn't have Fernandes on the bench. I'll play him if I have him, because I think he's about 10 million and that's just too much money to have on the bench. You know what I mean? So I definitely look to play Fernandes, or maybe transfer him out and bring in a single game week. Bring in a double game week player.
Yeah, absolutely. I
wouldn't
want to play all those players.
Yeah, I wouldn't really look to bench any of them, especially Fernandes. If you don't plan to play Fernandes, then take him out and bring in Son or bring in Kane, or spread your money around. If you don't have Salah, definitely bring in Salah. But yeah, we'll hope that solves your question, mate. We got Fadsley. He says Saka, Jimenez, or Podence and Lacazette. Saka, Jimenez for me.
Yeah, Saka, Jimenez as well.
Yeah,
for me.
I think Saka, Jimenez, I prefer that as well. Hussein Islam, welcome to the chat, mate. Hope you're doing well. He says, "Do you think Salah will play both games? Because I'm thinking of triple captain." I think he will. Well, I think he'll start both games. Will he play 90 minutes in both? I'm not so sure. I think he could get subbed off early in one of the, maybe he plays 60, 70 minutes in one game. But one thing I will say with Salah, he very rarely gets subbed and he very rarely gets benched. If he's fit, he plays. And especially with Jota now being injured, don't be surprised to see Salah play both games and play 90 minutes in both games, because he's not one player that usually does get benched. One thing I will say. As we know, he's extremely fit and he plays most games. But yeah, even if Salah does play, if he does come off, 60, 70 minutes against Leeds, I still think he's still a great pick and should be your captain, because 2 fixtures at home, even one game, Salah can outscore most players. You can easily get 2 free attacking returns against, Norwich. And then we'll see what he does. But yeah, I definitely think he will play both games. I just don't know if he'll play 90 minutes in both. Toby Lang says everyone else is a double game week.
Oh, okay. So
that's interesting then.
6 double game week players.
Then I'd probably bench Broja. I don't know, actually, it's quite tough. Or maybe Laporte. Because I think Laporte might get benched anyway.
Yeah, it's difficult. Actually, no, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'd probably look to bring in a player for next week. Then, if you've got nothing to do, then just leave your bench. I guess I'll probably look to play Bruno though. If you have Bruno plays Leeds. I do think Bruno can score against Leeds, and I do think he can do quite well. I have Bruno myself, but I will be taking him out for Son. But back of my mind, I have a feeling that Bruno's going to do well against Leeds. I think he can get a haul. I don't know why, but that's what I'm sensing from Bruno for against Leeds. Because I think Bruno has 5 goals in his last, couple games against Leeds. He got a hat-trick as well at the early start of the season. So, Bruno does usually have a good game against Leeds.
Yeah, I'd probably say bench Laporte just in case he doesn't play. Plus, he has Tottenham as well. So
Yeah,
They
true.
might not keep a clean sheet. You never know.
Yeah, I think I'd definitely bench a defender. Don't bench Fernandez or Bowen. I wouldn't bench either of them. Probably bench Broja if you're out those attackers, and then Laporte probably out of Cancelo and Laporte.
Yeah.
But yeah, for everyone joining the stream, please drop a like and also subscribe if you haven't already. And let us know what you're doing with Game Week 26 and what plays you're. Okay, yeah, see, Toby Lang's put in his team here. He says he's got Ramsdale, Cancelo, Laporte, Tierney, Sace, Trent, Salah, Fernandez, Bowen, Saka, Rafinha, Firmino, Eduardo. I think he means Eduard.
Yeah.
Broja and Foster. Okay, it's interesting team.
Yeah,
I'd probably.
Yeah,
that's an interesting team. I'll probably bench. Firmino's an interesting one. How come you have Firmino? Are you on a free hit? But I do think Firmino could be a good differential because I don't think many managers have Firmino. But I think I definitely look to bench a defender. Maybe Sace. Trent. He's got Salah, Fernandez. Maybe you can do a transfer like bring in Son for Fernandez. Because you've got no Spurs players. He's got triple Arsenal
and triple Liverpool.
Yeah, I do like the team, but Firmino is a bit of a interesting pick for me because there's not many players or FPL managers with Firmino. But yeah, I'd probably bench Sace if that's your question.
Edward is an interesting one as well.
Yeah, he's got that team for a -8, I assume.
Oh, okay, so that's 2 players.
Hussein Islam says, who should I replace Jota with? Probably Saka. I think Saka is probably that's what I'm going with. I've took out Jota and I'm bringing in Arsenal's Saka. I just think for the price, there's not much else to go with. You could go Smith Rowe if you're feeling a bit more, if you want a bit more of a differential. But I think if you don't have Saka, I think that's the obvious pick. What do you reckon, Jordan?
If you want to think of it in the longer term, you could go for Maxwell Courney because after this double game week, Burnley have another double game week after that as well.
Yeah, so true as well.
If you want a Burnley player that you want 2 double game weeks for, I would say Courney is a second option if you don't want Saka as your replacement for Jota.
Yeah, and also if you are bringing in Saka, you have to be aware that he will blank next week. So Arsenal do blank in Game Week 27. So don't forget, you will have to bench Saka next week. So if you have triple Arsenal and triple Liverpool, you will be in a bit of a pickle because you'll have 6 players that don't play and you'll probably be forced into taking the free hit next week. So bear that in mind, guys, when you bring in triple Arsenal and triple Liverpool with your hits. They won't play next week. So you have to think about how you're going to maneuver next week because we know Liverpool have a blank game week, and as do Arsenal due to the cup final. Liverpool play next week. But yeah, let's just see what fixtures are there for 29. So yeah, Leeds, Watford, and Wolves have 5 fixtures in the next 3 game weeks. There's just some recommendations. Jose Sarr, Ben Foster, Sace, Rafinha, Jimenez. But yeah, as I said, because Broja, I mentioned Broja. I think someone in the chat mentioned Ward-Prowse as excellent. I'm not a fan of Ward-Prowse in FPL. I mainly feel like I think Ward-Prowse is a good pick on set pieces. I don't think he gets many goals from open play. But let's see. I wouldn't be bringing in Ward-Prowse personally. But I do like Broja a lot. I think I will be bringing in Broja 100% as of now. Coutinho and Jacob Ramsey, we've both mentioned those. And also, just quickly, Jordan, these are the teams that double in Game Week 29. I don't know if you've checked 29 out, but I haven't.
Yeah, I did have a little look, but I favoured it more than the 28 double game week.
Okay. Oh, I see. So Liverpool, I just realised Liverpool double in 29 as well. Yeah. I didn't know that. It's just literally till now. So that is interesting. So Arsenal play Leicester and Liverpool. So it's quite tough. I'd say Brighton play Liverpool and Tottenham. It's 2 tough games, maybe for Brighton. Everton have Wolves and Newcastle, both at home. Liverpool have 2 away fixtures, so Brighton away and Arsenal away. Newcastle play Chelsea away and Everton away, and then Spurs play Man United away and Brighton away. So a lot of away games in there. 3 teams have 3 away. 3 teams have 2 away games each. Brighton are the only team that play 2 home games. Sorry, and Arsenal as well. So Brighton and Arsenal have 2 home
and
games.
Everton.
Oh, okay. So interesting. So 3 teams have 2 home games each, and the other way around. So, just what's your first initial thoughts? What's your reaction to 29, Game Week 29, double Game Week 29?
I do like Liverpool one, obviously. Brighton and Arsenal. I think that would be a very good one for Liverpool. Salah does well against top teams as well. Arsenal, that's a very good one for him to have. Brighton, hard defense, but I think Liverpool can break them down slowly. And I think Arsenal as well, that's another good one, because they got 2 home matches as well at Emirates Stadium again. Leicester home, that's a very good one. Leicester not been that great. Liverpool might be a bit more tougher though.
I think obviously Arsenal. I think Arsenal have. I don't think that's 2 great fixtures. It depends how Leicester. I don't think Leicester have been good, so maybe Arsenal could be a good pick for that game. Brighton have 2 tough games, I'd say. I think, and then again, Tottenham haven't been too well. Brighton did give Liverpool a good game at Anfield. I think it was 3-3 or something like that, or 2-2. Sorry.
Yeah.
Everton, I think I don't really like Everton right now. The players, I don't think there's many FPL options for me. Liverpool against Arsenal, I think could be a decent game. Maybe a Salah, Trent, the usual. Newcastle against Chelsea and Everton, not keen, and then Tottenham, Man United, which is also not going to be easy. So yeah, just off the top, I don't think they're great fixtures, but I'll still be looking to bring a couple players in. Salah, Trent, Saka, Gabriel, are the favourable players, as that's what FPL are saying.
But, it's going to be similar to this double game week 26. It's going to be triple Arsenal probably and triple Liverpool again.
Yeah.
Or mostly player-wise.
Yeah, so that's been today's video, our FPL team selection for double game week 26. We've also covered double game week 28 and 29 briefly. Obviously, we haven't decided to go into it too much because 26 is still, our priority, and we will talk about 29 and 28 later on down the line. I am using my triple captain on Salah. Jordan is going with the free hit.
Free hit.
But yeah, that's been it today, really. That's been our team selection. We will have a deadline stream for you guys tomorrow. Please do join us on the deadline stream. I'm sure it's going to be a really good one.
Very exciting.
Yeah, we have the deadline stream tomorrow at 10 a.m. So early one for us. Hope you join us there. But yeah, if anyone has any questions, drop them below. We'll try our best to answer them quickly. And anything else you want to add, Jordan? I think we'll wrap the stream up now.
I think that pretty much covers it all. We know our team selections roughly. You're going to triple captain, and I'm going to take a free hit. We'll finally make our decisions in obviously the deadline stream, which is tomorrow at 10 a.m. UK time.
So
we hope to join you there.
Yeah, guys. So that's it from the FPL Duo. Me and Jordan. Join us tomorrow for the FPL deadline stream. We hope you enjoyed this video. We hope you enjoyed the stream. Drop a like and subscribe if you haven't already. All that good stuff. And we'll see you tomorrow on the deadline stream. That's it from us. Take it easy, guys. Peace.
Yeah. Take it easy, guys. See you in the morning.